pengurusi baru CRM. Pertama, Tan Sri Chairman dalam Clinical Research Malaysia ialah Menteri. Terusnya Profesor Dr. Ed, dan last sekali ialah pengarah masih lagi dalam proses Dr. Zaliha. Saya rasa sebelum kita mula any conflict of interest, we need to declare in this meeting. Chairman address.
Alhamdulillah, this as well as the Chief Executive Officer of Clinical Research Conference, the CRM Trial Connect 2022 achieving its intended objectives. Connect many global leaders and decision makers in Malaysia's sponsored clinical research later during this meeting. On the early phase research, will see a continued rising trend of sponsored research annually. Reflecting on early phase research, both Tan Sri, Datuk Sri
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good evening. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah, Director General of Health. Yang berbahagia Datuk Zamzuri bin Abdul Aziz, Deputy Secretary General of Finance. Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Muhammad Razi Hassan, Deputy Director General of Health in Research and Technical Support. Dr. Akhmal Yusof, Chief Executive Officer of Clinical Research Malaysia, CRM. Dr. Candy, General Manager and Regional Head of Asia Pasifik of Syneos Health. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all. It is a very great honor to bear witness today to the formulations of partnership between Syneos Health and Clinical Research Malaysia, CRM. It is imperative for us to understand that this collaboration is a symbol of the maturity of sponsored clinical research in the country and cements the strong relationship enabled between industry partners and study sites in Malaysia. With this partnership, we could further enhance the delivery of clinical research and ensuring best practices and adapted across participating sites. It is gratifying to observe how Malaysia has evolved as one of the main players within Southeast Asia in clinical research setting. Due to our unique ethnic diversity makeup, clinical research outcomes from our sites provide added value to observations and findings in drug discovery. Additionally, with a large numbers of experienced clinical research professionals, streamline process in clinical trials startup and conducts as well as vast options of capable sites have boosted Malaysia's position as a preferred destination for global clinical research. The data collected so far has shown tremendous progress made in sponsored clinical trials, including the good work led by investigators within the Ministry of Health site since 2012. Malaysia has conducted over 2,000 sponsored research, all amounting close to ringgit Malaysia 1 billion of gross national income contributed by contract values of clinical studies conducted. We have observed professional careers mushrooming in the field of clinical research within the country, all spelling the growth this industry has come to over the years. Not to forget the greatest intangible values, where our patients gain access to developing innovative therapies, especially when all options are exhausted. When we look out at our study site performances, it's worthy to note that our sites and study team have achieved top recruiters and first recruiters among other global sites. To name a few, we have, for instance, Sarawak General Hospital, achieving global top recruiter and first recruiter within the region in at least 4 studies conducted this year. Sites such as Hospital Ampang and Hospital Pakar Sultanah Fatimah have also earned distinction as the first recruiter in the region. Ahead of other sites, not to forget, Malaysia now has 2 phase 1 sites that are accredited by National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency that are able to conduct first-in-human studies. Hence, it is more important now to ensure close relationship and partnership are built between stakeholders to further improve and drive the quality of clinical trials conduct. The charter agreement signed today is exemplary of that, with both Syneos Health and CRM working hand in hand to ensure the MOH sites would have increased visibility and access to study aligned to study teams' research interests. In addition, through sharing of best practices with other global sites within the Site Catalyst Program, Malaysia's clinical research sites could further improve efficiencies across workflows in study planning and conduct. So hopefully this is where I hope Syneos Health will increase and bring more, sponsored research to CRM. We will see that in future, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that this character agreement is among many efforts undertaken to strengthen the clinical research footprints in Malaysia, and is fundamental also to Syneos Health's mission towards improving the quality of patients' lives. The collaboration will open various opportunities in bettering the quality of clinical trials and discovery of new treatment local drugs. With this, I would like to thank all the parties involved for their shared vision in the advancing Malaysia's clinical research, and my highest congratulations to them on the memorable event once again. I will looking forward to hearing on the positive developments and progresses made once the signing underway. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Zaliha Mustafa, Minister of Health, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Seri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, Director General of Health, Yang Berbahagia Dato Dr. Muhammad Razif Hassan, Deputy Director General of Health in Research and Technical Support, Dr. Akhmal Yusof, CEO of Clinical Research Malaysia, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. It's truly an honor and a pleasure for me to represent Syneos Health in signing this agreement, this partnership with Clinical Research Malaysia. Our Catalyst program in Syneos Health is a program where we develop partnerships with essentially the best clinical research sites, hospitals around the world. The aim is to be able to work collaboratively with these sites to do better, more high-quality research and to do more research to advance the speed of bringing new medicines to patients. And it's a real pleasure to bring Clinical Research Malaysia, which will be the first partnership. We love partnership and network sites because of the efficiencies of working and bringing a large group of sites together. And it will be the first of our kind in Asia Pacific here for Syneos Health. Today is also a very emotional visit for me too. I'm Malaysian myself, so it's the first time to balik kampung in quite a few years now. And to also see how rapidly Malaysia has developed. I joined this industry, clinical research, in 2002 when Dr. Akhmal and myself were much younger men. And to see us develop in all these years, it's amazing. I went on to work in different places. And I came back to Asia Pacific in 2012 to see the birth of CRM. And I think, Dr. Zaliha, you mentioned some impressive statistics in that time, right, that Malaysia has achieved. More than 2,000 clinical trials in the last 10 years in Ministry of Health hospitals. You now have more than 200 either Ministry of Health sites, Ministry of Education, and private sites to do research, and more than 1,000 investigators. I think that's an amazing achievement. But also, and you mentioned, it's worth to re-mention that you were either first global recruiter or highest global recruiter. Having done trials now for 20 years, that's pretty hard to do. So, I always watch in LinkedIn, every few months there's something new to, Dr. Akhmal and his team is always posting, right? So, it's congratulations to the foresight of the Malaysian team to firstly establish CRM and build and invest in this framework. And to be honest, it's working, which is why Syneos Health is here today to sign this agreement. We certainly see as we move into the future that clinical trials are here to stay. There's a lot of interest and investment in doing and bringing new medicines to patients. We see some very important trends that are important for us, right, and why we need to partner with CRM and Malaysia. And the first is clinical trials. There's just more. There's many more numbers of clinical trials. Clinical trials are also becoming a lot more complicated to do. Some of the places that we used to do a lot of clinical trials, unfortunately, because of events like Russia and Ukraine, we are no longer able to operate there, and it's probably going to extend for a period of time. But we also see a lot of very interesting developments, like so biosimilars. I know biosimilars have really made a game-changing impact on health by making very high-quality medicines at an affordable level. And the next phase of these biosimilars are coming with Keytruda and Opdivo and so on. And those are going to be harder trials to do, and we really hope that Malaysia will be able to contribute to us being able to deliver these studies. We're already talking with our sponsors on how to deliver them, and I think Malaysia has definitely come up as an option, so we're looking forward to talk about that. But also importantly, other important areas like cell and gene therapies, the mRNA therapies are going outside into cancer and so on. So I think there will be room. These are other areas for Malaysia to work on. It's also very impressive to see that you've also now have a facility to do first-in-human studies, right? I think to me that's almost like a badge of honor for Malaysia, because first-in-human studies are considered to be the hardest, most complicated, most difficult trials to do. And if we as a country can do that, that's it's like I said, a badge of honor for us, right? To now have achieved that after only just 10 years of setting up CRM. So on behalf of Syneos Health, I just want to extend a big thank you to the Ministry of Health, to CRM, all the investigators and research sites throughout Malaysia for partnering with us. And we are very much looking forward to working very closely in the very near future with all of you. Thank you very much. They've already,
May I invite the Board of Directors of